Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment, where we love pop culture. Today, it's time to dive into just one of the many movies that Steven Segal stars in. Now, by the looks of this movie's poster, it looks like it's just gonna be full of action, and Steven Segal, he looks like he's ready to kick butt and take names. So, without any further ado, let's get on with my review of Sniper Special Ops, released back in 2016. The movie stars Steven Segal as Jake, Rob Van Dam as Vasquez, Tim Abell as Vic, Charlene Amoia as Janet, and was directed by Fred Olen Ray. Now, a U.S. Congressman is kidnapped by the Taliban, and it's up to a small group of special ops soldiers to get him back. And while the rescue mission is a success, well, during this mission, Jake and one of the other wounded soldiers get left behind. Now, I assume that most of us have heard the saying, "No man left behind," and after this rescue mission, the troops will go back to their base and come up with a plan to rescue Jake and that wounded partner of theirs. But these soldiers, I don't know what it is, their acting is just so bad here in this movie. They come off as a bunch of guys who have no clue on how to act like soldiers. And don't get me started on the photojournalist here in this movie. It's almost downright insulting on how clueless she is. It's like the director told her, you need to go out there and be an aggressive photojournalist, because when she gets out there, she gets in the way of danger, and the way she just like cranks the film camera, she's just going like this, taking pictures. A lot of this movie just makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so not everything in this movie has to be great for us to enjoy this movie. We've got the movie's plot established, so we should be ready to fire on all cylinders, right? Well, no, because this movie comes to a screeching halt. A significant part of the middle of this movie will be us just watching these guys just talk while their truck is broken down. And when we go back to Steven Segal, well, he's just sitting around like he's waiting for his favorite soap opera to come on TV. Now, just like there's a saying, "No man left behind," there's also another saying that fits this movie perfectly, and that's when something is so boring, it's like watching paint dry, and that's exactly what I was doing during this movie as I just gazed off at my walls, watching the paint dry that's been dry for years. I'm not sure how the movie makers made this 80-minute movie feel like it was 3 hours long, but they achieved it. Now, I stuck with this movie to the very end just in hopes that something halfway exciting would happen. Now, there is an interesting setup with the leader of the Taliban and his daughter-in-law and grandchild, but when you get to the end, it just wasn't worth it. Now, as if having the word sniper in this movie's title wasn't enough false advertising, because throughout this entire movie, maybe 1, maybe even 2%, I'll give it 2% of this movie even shows the use of a sniper rifle, but the poster shows Steven Segal as a badass who kicks names and shows no mercy, but he's anything but that here in this movie. Plus, on this movie's poster, it advertises Segal and Van Dam. So, of course, most of us out there would think, oh my God, we've got Steven Segal and Jean-Claude Van Damme here in a movie. It's gotta be awesome. Well, no, it's not Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's gonna be wrestler Rob Van Dam. Now, do I recommend the movie Sniper Special Ops? Come on, you guys already know the answer to that. Absolutely not. This movie is so boring and so lame that if you do actually decide to give it a view, you might actually end up pausing, looking at the timeline just to see how much time is left until this stinker is over with. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving the movie Sniper Special Ops a 2 out of 10. This movie is absolutely abysmal and a complete snore fest. No matter if you're the most hardcore fan of mindless action movies or you're the biggest Steven Segal fan, there's plenty of other movies to go check him out in. Completely skip this one. Steven Segal is the star of this movie, but he just phones it in. He's really just collecting a paycheck. He shows zero effort here in this movie, and if the star of this movie can show so little effort, so should you. Now, have you guys ever seen this movie? I certainly hope you haven't. I hope I've done this review to help you avoid wasting 80 minutes of your life, because it's a complete pass. But if you have seen this movie, Comment down below, and what were your thoughts? Alright guys, if you like movie look back reviews like this, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.